Dude, there's a lot of juicy stuff there. Where do you want to start with that?
Well, you love talking about Kyle Busch, so I'll let you have the floor on that because I will play devil's advocate with you a little bit because I was looking at some stuff last night.
Let's do that.
But yeah, not a lot of great stuff going on the A team right now.
Remember last year, RC come on the radio after Dover. We need to get our cars better. All right, so he challenges these guys, and they haven't. If anything, they've probably got worse relative to the field.
Yeah.
Right, and when it comes to Toyotas, those guys clearly have an advantage, whether it's a combination of aerodynamics and horsepower, because it looks like the JGR cars and the 2311 cars have it set on easy mode in your NASCAR game.
This weekend, I thought Kyle Larson won that race. He was clear
the 45
by 5.
drove right by.
He was clear by 5 or 6 in the 1, and it looked like when we go to GoPro Motorplex and you get a faster kart than the next guy when you get rental go-karts.
That's what Denny and Tyler Reddick are sitting in right now. They're sitting in the fast rental go-karts.
Conspiracy?
No, I don't think there's a conspiracy, Kyron. I just think that they're just better. And then we've seen this, right? The Toyotas have historically made more grip, more mechanical grip. They have a really good engine package right now.
And they've hit on the
So
downforce.
it's never one thing.
Yeah.
It's always a bunch of little things. And Chevrolet is 9 races into a new body and 3 maybe mile and a half races. So like that's what Kyle said. Let's go back to the Kyle Busch thing. He's like, we're just loose in. We're just loose in with this new body.
There was this video that Kyle put on his Instagram of him talking to Brexton in-car camera. Did you see that video?
Oh, we're going to go to that.
No.
You move these pivots in the rear. There's no more track bar. Right? If you're loose in on track, you just lower the track bar. You can do some stuff. Now you get this and that. You move a pivot with this independent rear suspension, like it is massive between the right rear having grip on entry versus it not. Right? There was Denny Hamlin on his podcast talking about people are wanting Kyle Busch to run better. People are expecting Kyle Busch to run better based off of his GOAT statistics, right? The most truck wins of all time, the most Xfinity wins of all time, and 63 wins maybe. The guy is a Mount Rushmore guy to what Denny said, and I agree with him. But the last 3 years, he's not at that form. Are the cars he's sitting in capable of winning races on a weekly basis? No. But I think the angle that Denny was saying, he says he should be carrying it more than somebody that has 10 wins in Austin Dillon. Here's what I hear when I listen to Denny is like, Denny even says, I don't hold his helmet when it comes to talent and ability. But what Denny has to overcome in that is his work ethic and building culture and making his cars better on Monday post-race and throughout the week on the simulator to get his cars to unload better. Sure. Have they hit on horsepower and aerodynamics and all that? Yes. And I think Denny probably, and Tyler Reddick as well, and all these guys, Chase Briscoe and you name it, they all have a large say in the progression of the cars. Kyle Busch clearly is not building the culture the right way at RCR. He is the guy that goes in there and just kicks tables over and isn't bringing productive information. From the outside looking in, I don't know. But Jim Pullman won 100 races last year in the Xfinity Series Championship. He's over. He's over at 9 races, and he's tired of hearing it.
I've never looked at Kyle Busch in the 20 years I've been in the sport as like a leader, as like a culture guy.
Because he's never had
so
to
much
be.
talent, he hasn't had to be. But
and he's also been sitting in A++ cars for 20 years.
Which A+ talent usually gets A+ rides. Whatever happened there. He has won 3. He did win 3 races in the next-gen car with the second year when he got to RCR.
I've got a theory on that when it comes to Trackhouse, but we'll get to that in a minute.
And what he said yesterday, I listened to kind of, I guess it was Gluck or it was his media availability, and they were like, how's it going over there? He's like, well, relationally, it's good. And he's like, well, Jim sounded frustrated. He's like, well, I don't think Jim's used to making adjustments on the car and the car not reacting. Everything we're doing to the car, it's not going good, but like we're getting along well. I know that there's frustration over the radio in the middle of the race.
That's the pressure pot anyways. That stuff boils over.